Turning now to the threats to the homeland, investigators are still asking for the public's help to determine if this hooded man from an ISIS propaganda video is an American or a Canadian due to his accent, which appears to be North American. The FBI is asking for the public's help to identify this man. Joining us now to talk more about the Americans abroad fighting alongside the terrorists and their recruitment efforts underway, the director of Jihad Watch, Robert Spencer. Welcome, sir. Great to have you here today.
Thank you for having me on, Uma.
Let's talk about what the FBI has been doing over the last few days, asking for the public's help in trying to identify this individual. What can you tell us about what you know so far about that effort? Are people coming forward with information?
No, there has not been any notable response to the FBI's request, which is interesting in light of the fact that American Muslim groups have actually advised Muslims in mosques not to talk to the FBI, not to cooperate. The California chapter of the Hamas-linked Council on American Islamic Relations actually distributed posters a few years back saying don't talk to the FBI. And so it's not really surprising that there hasn't been a level of cooperation that one would expect or that one would need from Muslim groups in the United States. The American Muslims are joining the Islamic State despite condemnations of that group from Muslim leaders in the U.S. in larger numbers than we ever saw with jihad groups like Al-Qaeda or Al-Shabaab or others. It seems as if the claim that they have restored the caliphate is extraordinarily appealing, and that has not been addressed by authorities or by Muslim leaders in the U.S.
Now, if the situations continue to unfold as we've been reporting and towns like Kobani fall, that's only going to encourage more people here in this country to perhaps join the fight.
Oh, absolutely. The caliphate is a might makes right proposition. If the Islamic State is able to take Kobani and able to continue to consolidate its control over a territory that is actually larger right now than the size of the United Kingdom, then they're going to attract still more Muslims from the United States, from Canada, from Western Europe, because the idea of the caliphate is that the caliph is the successor of Muhammad as the political and spiritual leader of the Muslims. This is a claim that is proven by the reality of the caliph wielding political power. And so the longer the Islamic State exists and the more territory it's able to keep and hold, the more Muslims from outside its environs it's going to attract.
Now, you say that U.S. Muslims who have gone to join the Islamic Army are not notably poor or marginalized, that this is more about religion, and this is something that is paramount in terms of their quest to be part of this.
Oh, absolutely. The restoration of the caliphate is the fundamental aspiration of all the jihad groups around the world. Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, all of them. And the Islamic State has gotten a jump on all of them by actually claiming to have done so, have succeeded in realizing this goal. And so it's not that it's the poor and the marginalized that they're appealing to, it's to educated and devout Muslims. And so this is why when Barack Obama says the Islamic State has nothing to do with Islam, it's so very damaging and misleading. Instead, he should be calling upon Muslim groups in the United States to confront this understanding of Islam, not just with condemnations, but with active programs to teach against it in mosques and Islamic schools, but that is not being done.
And at this point, from what you've been able to determine, you feel that there are a number of Americans that are hoping to join the fight at this point and travel overseas.
Oh, no doubt about it. Absolutely. We know that there are as many as 100 who've already gone, and this idea is so appealing that we're going to see many more unless and until there are active efforts and programs in mosques and Islamic schools to explain to young Muslims why they should reject this understanding of Islam. Then this is going to be a steady stream, as it was with the Somali Muslims in Minneapolis going to join Al-Shabaab. But that was more ethnically based. They were a Somali community and they were going to fight in Somalia. This is an appeal that has shown itself to have power with converts to Islam from American backgrounds, as well as from people from ethnic Muslim backgrounds, people from immigration backgrounds from Pakistan and Iraq and so on. We have seen both of these groups going to the Islamic State already, and it's just going to keep on.
All right, Robert Spencer, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.